Hi, my name is Cold Beer, and let's start with Risk of Rain 2.
Everyone who played Risk of Rain 2 can agree on one thing. It plays way better than it looks, meaning that everything you are seeing now to you looks like a graphic gibberish of some sort, but if you take control of the hero, everything changes immediately. The game has 96% of positive reviews left by hundreds of thousands of players who bought the game. You can't argue with that. So here you'll fight your way to the final boss and escape, or continue your run indefinitely to see how long you can survive. A unique scaling system means that both you and your foes limitlessly increase in power over the course of the game. People on Steam are talking that Risk of Rain 2 is a bit unfriendly for new players. It will take time for you to adapt, so be prepared for that. It won't guide you by your hand or penis. Smalland: Survive the Wilds. Here you'll traverse puddles as big as a lake, scale skyscraper-sized trees and scramble through cavernous cracks in roads as you explore a huge open world from a new perspective. Well, honestly, we all saw this in Grounded already, but that game is obviously oriented to a younger audience, and Smalland is more like a traditional open-world RPG with heavy crafting and survival elements. Yeah, keep that in mind. The game is filled with various challenges. The squirrel gangs that see you as a walking peanut can be a little overwhelming and add an unexpected twist to your tiny adventures. One of the coolest things is that you can ride various creatures, and not only on the ground, there are plenty of flying mounts as well. And for me, after flying for countless hours in Hogwarts Legacy, it's very hard to go back to any game that doesn't have this feature. Anyway, you can play the game alone or with friends. Also, if you are afraid of spiders, fair warning, you are a pussy. I'm kidding, I just wanted to stress out that here you will encounter some realistically looking and moving spiders that may not be compatible with your raging arachnophobia.
To hell with the ugly. Here you play as Rocky, a young man with a certain charm that doesn't go unnoticed. After one night out, you wake up in a strange hospital, kidnapped and drugged. Whatever they did to you last night, they did it. You are pregnant now. No, seriously, I'm just kidding, you are not. But you were actually kidnapped and you need to get to the bottom of this, because these mysterious people stole something from you. I will not spoil what that is. Here you will investigate Los Angeles in 1950s, explore its darkest corners, meet the locals and immerse yourself in this film noir atmosphere. The game is a pure art, made with love and attention to details. Also a very nice music track and review score close to 90% is what may grab your attention as well. Although keep in mind that it contains nudity, so don't play it with your underage daughter or something. Or play, I don't actually care how weird your family is. Do what you want, but most importantly, subscribe.
Assassin's Creed Origins. Ancient Egypt, a land of majesty and intrigue, is disappearing in a ruthless fight for power. Here you will unveil dark secrets and forgotten myths as you go back to one founding moment, the origins of Assassin's Brotherhood. People are talking that this is one of the best Assassin's Creed games they have ever played. It has a great combat system, almost no bugs, and only bad comments are from grumpy old dudes who can't cope with the fact that this is now a role-playing game. Although I must admit that if you are not a fan of an ancient Egypt, this setting can seem a bit boring. Some settings are really overused and not interesting anymore. You know, like Egyptian, ancient Greek, Viking or Latvian mythology. You know, especially the Latvian one with all that Lachplesis and Zirga Galva everywhere you go. The Deadly Tower of Monsters. The game treats itself as a 1970s movie. That is not a joke, that is the whole concept of the game. It is filled with classic themes such as the daughter versus tyrant father, the planet full of innocent ape creatures, the dashing space-age liberator, the robot companion, or the tower full of treacherous mutations. As developers say, a timeless classic for all ages. So in general, this is an action-adventure sci-fi comedy game with dynamic narration set in a retro-futuristic environment. You can play it alone or together with your friends or mother-in-law on a shared or split screen. Game has full controller support and, honestly, full support of your poverty, because the price is more than friendly. Diplomacy is not an option. He will build walls, raise armies and experience warfare on an epic scale. And that is not just a fancy figure of speech. You will face over 25,000 enemies assault your castle walls. If you hope to survive and defend your city so it would become as glorious as Kultberistan itself, you are going to master engineering, economy and even magic. Although there is one problem, you are not a king, just a minor lord without much power. Your king, on the other hand,
hand, is a mighty and powerful leader, and also he's a total moron. He drinks warm milk instead of beer, eats only well-done steaks, and puts pineapple in his potato salad.
This is blasphemy! This is madness!
None of these things are true, but he's bad, I promise. Trust me, have I ever lied to you? Well, I did, but not this time. So the king raised taxes one day to, let's say, buy more pineapples, and now peasants who are not fond of raised taxes and emerging hunger are rioting in your part of the kingdom. King demands to wipe out the rebellion and go to the distant land to get some gold. Will you do as he says, or will you command the armies of undead and wipe out, you know, humanity instead? Yeah, this game is wild and fun. A very positive review score is achieved by votes cast by thousands of players.
Hell Let Loose. This is a hardcore World War II first-person shooter with epic battles consisting of 100 players, with infantry, tanks, artillery, a dynamically shifting frontline, and a unique resource-based RTS-inspired metagame. People on Steam are saying that 80% of the time you will spend either dead, walking, or under artillery fire. You can spawn half of the time without getting insta-killed by bombs or accurate bullets, but the fact is that you don't mind. Those few moments when you kill somebody who has just spawned are precious, and you would not give them up for anything. And very positive reviews of this game ain't gonna let me lie to you. Only disadvantage here is the price. It's still quite high. Well, not as high as Snoop Dogg or Seth Rogen though.
Age of Mythology Retold. So this is a spin-off from the Age of Empires franchise that was revived as a remastered version in 2024. The release was very successful because they stayed faithful to the principles and listened to the fans. You know, nothing like Warcraft Reforged. So the game has around 90% review score on Steam, and that is a huge success. Not as huge as your mama, but really impressive. Here you'll embark on a multiple campaign spanning 50 missions that will take you across a vast mythical world. You will besiege the mighty walls of Troy, battle giants in the frozen wastes of Midgard, and discover the mysteries of the best potato salad recipe. Well, at least some of these are true. The game has really beautiful graphics with a not bad physics engine, and it also supports controller. You know, probably not for intense PvP battles, but for casual campaign after a hard day at work. People on Steam are praising the game in unison. The only thing that triggers players is the remade voice acting. If you never played the game, you probably won't even care, but if you did try the original version, you will feel that uncanny valley right away. Nevertheless, this is a minor thing, the game is great.
The Entropy Centre. Here an extinction level event has set the world on fire. You appear to be the last remaining person alive, so you could just move into rich people's houses or a bunker with fancy pools and golden spoons, but instead you are like, no, I'm going to the Entropy Centre where mankind's only hope lies at its very core. So as you can see, this is a puzzle game, but it is so innovative and well narrated that it has above 90% of positive reviews. People on Steam are saying that the scenario of the game could be easily remade into a sci-fi movie. It's that good. And if you are not good with puzzle games, don't worry, the difficulty is quite friendly, although it will take time to get used to time rewinding logic.
Cultist Simulator.
This is a tabletop game, but, you know, it's on Steam, so you won't have to do any calculations in your head, everything will be done for you, and that's great. This is a game of apocalypse and yearning from the creator of Fallen London and Sunless Sea. You will play as a seeker after unholy mysteries in a 1920s themed setting of hidden gods and secret histories. Perhaps you're looking for knowledge or power, or beauty or revenge. Perhaps you just want the colors beneath the skin of the world. Colors out of space? Maybe. It's a very Lovecraftian game after all. So in this roguelite narrative card game, what you find may transform you forever. Every choice you make from the moment to moment doesn't just advance the narrative, it also shapes it. Become a scholar of the unseen arts, search your dreams for sanity-twisting rituals, craft tools and summon spirits, indoctrinate innocence, seize your place as the herald of a new age, ban the pineapples in the potato salad. Well, you get the point.
Planet Coaster. Here you'll build and design roller coaster parks with attention to detail and manage your park in a truly living world. This game makes a designer out of everyone. Well, a really bad designer out of most of us, to be fair, but hey, that still counts. You will lay paths, build scenery, customize rides, and make everything in your park unique with piece-by-piece construction. You will have over 1,000 unique building components at your disposal. And not only the rides need your attention here, you will play with nature and reshape the land beneath your feet. Sculpt the landscape to raise mountains, form lakes, dig caverns, and even build islands in the sky. Then weave coasters through your park above the ground and below. People are saying that this game is even worth the full price without a doubt. It has everything you may need for your evenings to be more fun. So this is a deal you probably shouldn't ignore.
SOMA.
Here you will explore an abandoned underwater facility in the bottom of the ocean. You don't know what happened here, where everybody is, and what is your purpose. Although soon enough you will find out that you are not alone here. You will walk through creepy corridors, experience weird paranormal events, and all the time feel the hundreds of meters of water above you. And not everybody you'll meet on this journey will be willing to give you a direction or two. Most of the inhabitants will be willing to make a potato salad out of you instead, so be careful. If you played any Amnesia game, be aware that SOMA's gameplay is basically the same, just set in absolutely different place. The game has a few jump scares, but in general it is a slow burner, where the game takes its time to create the atmosphere of claustrophobic loneliness, pretty much like in Alien Isolation. You know that no one will help you in the time of need, and that time of need will definitely come, probably not once and not twice. SOMA has a great story, cool ending, and is a masterpiece in general.
Roguebook. This is a roguelike deck builder with unique mechanics from the developers of Feria and Richard Garfield, creator of Magic the Gathering. He will build a team of 2 heroes and dive into a memorable adventure like never before, or more likely like, sometimes before. I would probably ignore the game, but the Roguebook's unique characters, especially various monsters, catched my attention. I'm really tired of conventional monsters, like dragons or unicorns, and this game has some really nice hybrids I never seen before. So here you will be able to choose from 6 hero pairs, and each hero has a collection of over 50 cards, a personal relic, and a unique skill tree. You will choose your combo and dive into the battles, where you will face over 40 bosses and enemies. Game has very positive reviews, and people on Steam are saying that this is an awesome follow-up if you liked Slay the Spire.
Tormented Souls. Let's be honest, the heroine of the game looks out of place, and it's hard to take some anime protagonist seriously in a horror game. Despite that, it is probably the only bad thing, because the game is great. If you enjoy classic survival horror titles, Tormented Souls may be your spoon of potato salad. It is suitable for all the fans of classic Resident Evil, Silent Hill, and Alone in the Dark. So here, while investigating the disappearance of twin girls at Winter Lake, something terrible happens to you. Waking in the dead of night, hooked to some kind of outdated medical equipment in a bathtub, you must fight for your life as you explore the halls of the abandoned mansion, filled with monsters, secrets, and eternal darkness. Sounds like cliché, but it's hard to find bad comments about the game. Everyone loves it. The House of Da Vinci 2. In this adventure puzzle game, you will become an apprentice of the famous Leonardo da Vinci. He'll have to solve handcrafted mechanical 3D puzzles and discover hidden secrets. Also navigate through environments of the Italian Renaissance period and travel through time to influence your surroundings. The game features hundreds of objects, many 3D puzzles, and mechanical brain twisters waiting to be unraveled. People on Steam are saying that puzzles are really interesting and the graphics are nice for the eye. But sometimes this game becomes just a pixel hunting experience, when you just randomly click on everything trying to make something happen. Despite that, more than 90% of the reviews are positive, so if you like the genre, this game may be perfect for your evening. Trepang 2. He will take on the shoes of an escaped soldier who has no memories of his past life but is infused with supernatural abilities. All you want is revenge for something, and you'll stop at nothing. You will deliver devastating punches, sneak around in the shadows, wield powerful weapons, and give the bad guys a taste of their own medicine. Or a taste of pineapple in the potato salad, which is way worse and should be banned by Convention of Geneva or something. So anyways, you can already tell the game has strong horror vibes and has visuals and atmosphere similar to legendary Fear games. Here you'll find 6 difficulty levels, so even if it looks hard to crack, on easy it is quite easy. Game has above 90% of positive reviews on Steam, and you can play the free demo version as well.
Sovereign Syndicate. Here in this Victorian steampunk CRPG you will explore an open world filled with mystery and danger. You can choose from 3 playable characters with branching stories that intertwine. You will investigate, interact and take action to leave your mark on the world and its inhabitants. You will not find any random stat points here and will have to use your skills to level them up. Game wants you to trust your fate to the innovative tarot card chance system. You can solve problems with combat, persuasion, magic or even explosives. The game is heavily influenced by games like Fallout, Baldur's Gate and Disco Elysium. NPCs react to your gender, race, appearance and choice of dialogue, so you'd better look and act the part if you want the right results. But not everything is certain. Luck plays a role and it's all in the cards with the aforementioned tarot card chance system. Anyway, Sovereign Syndicate may very well be a hidden gem or at least a nice polished rock. If you are in doubt, you can play the demo version already. SteamWorld Dig 2. Game takes you on a mining adventure forged in Metroidvania flames. When an old trading town is struck by mysterious earthquakes, it's up to you, a lone steambot, along with your unlikely companion to uncover what trembling terrors lies beneath. And you know what you will uncover deep below?
Your fat mama snoring.
Oh come on, no, it's a secret and you will have to discover it by yourself. So you will dig your way underground and explore vivid worlds riddled with treasure, secrets and deadly traps. Fight dangerous enemies at every turn of the underworld, including shadowy creatures and the haunted remains of an ancient electrical threat. Well, this game is obviously story-rich, and that is awesome. Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. Here you as a young Sherlock Holmes will struggle to prove yourself as you navigate an exotic dangerous island. Deep within the Mediterranean you will investigate the mystery of your mother's death. Your legacy is written by the decisions you make. Deception, violence and deduction are just a few resources in your arsenal. Whether you choose brute force to solve your problems or stay one step ahead of your enemies by using your wits to spot vulnerabilities, you decide what each situation demands as you hone your investigative skills. It's time to confront your past so you can become the legend you are destined to be. People on Steam are saying that this is a great game, although many are complaining that the open world part is an overkill. You know, running vast distances from one object to another feels a bit like a fetch quest. Nevertheless, it still has around 80% of positive review score on Steam, so put it into your wishlist and wait for a sale. DREDGE. DREDGE is not just a fishing game, it's a fishing game with a twist. After dark it becomes a Lovecraftian fishing game. The world around you is teeming with creatures from the void, and when the night sets in, our worlds collide and cosmic horrors enter our realm. Not as scary as your ex-mother-in-law, but still terrifying things. So ideally you want to return to a harbor before the night sets in, so you won't become a dinner for some malevolent demigod of the depths. You can also dock in some safe location and sleep during the night. Of course, it is easier said than done, because the game uses a very cool time management mechanic. If you do nothing, time doesn't move. Like for real, if you just swing on the waves and admire the horizon, you can stay like this forever. But when you start sailing, the timer starts ticking, and at 6 PM Lovecraftian madness starts to settle in. This is a wonderful and honestly kinda relaxing game. Well, except when you go into mangroves. Oh, it's not relaxing at all. Anyway, the game is absolutely 10 cold beers out of 10. A must play.
And now thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time.